Hi, my name is Todd Kennington, and I have informative speech for Communications 101. And the purpose of my speech is just to inform and to talk about stem cells and cancer in general. And this is the class that's going to be listening to my speech. And I'll get started here. So I'd like to thank Paul for putting on this production here. Like I said, the general purpose of this speech is just to inform. And the specific purpose for this is to give information on both use of stem cells and the options that should be considered. Just to start off, I'd just like to ask you guys out there in the audience, what is probably behind heart disease? What is the number one cause of death in the United States?
Probably cancer.
Okay, that's correct. Cancer is just behind heart disease as the number one killer in the United States in death. And start off real quick, I have a video about a young woman that received stem cell research and the cells from a donor, and has been able to live her story and live her life. And so I'm just going to real quick start this movie. Okay, so we'll start off here. We're just going to do the video. And it's about a quadriplegic who was involved in a car accident, and she tells her story of her treatment with stem cell research.
It is very, very hard. My car accident happened when Abel, my brother, and I were driving home from summer school, and we were driving in the fast lane of 281 going north here in San Antonio, and there was an oil spill on the road that we didn't see, and the oil got on all four of our tires, and we lost control of the car, and the car kind of swerved back and forth, and we hit the concrete divider that separates the two highways. We hit that head on, going about 65-70 miles an hour. I remember I woke up, I was in the car, my head was laying on my shoulder, and my ear was touching my shoulder. I knew something wasn't right. And then the next thing I know, these paramedics come to the car, and they asked me what's going on, what happened, what I feel, what I don't feel, and I told them I don't feel anything. I think I had heard one of the paramedics tell some other guy that he had to get a neck brace because I had broken my neck most likely. So we were rushed to the hospital after that, and the doctors told me that I would never walk again. I thought it all was a bad dream. When I was first injured, I didn't really want to do anything. I just wanted to lay in bed, and I guess in a sense I felt sorry for myself. From the very beginning, my parents started looking at, different alternatives for spinal cord injury, different therapies and stuff. Then we heard about a new cutting-edge procedure by a surgeon in Portugal named Dr. Carlos Lima. They took cells out of my olfactory mucosa and they cultured them somehow, and they opened up my injury site, they took out scar tissue, and they laid the cells in there and closed it back up. I think the thing that I noticed the most from Dr. Lima's surgery was my feeling. Before I couldn't feel from here down, and now I feel all over. It's just patchy. In some areas it's normal, in some areas it's kind of not. The more movement I get, the more, like whenever I have a good day in training, I'm like, oh, I couldn't do that a week ago, or I do something new, like, and I move a foot or a toe or something like that, or, it's very inspiring, and it drives you to go forward. Now I'm able to stand, I walk, I do so many things that I just never thought before that I would ever do. I'm going to walk again. That's pretty, I mean, 4 words, it sums it up. My name is Laura Dominguez, and adult stem cells are going to help me walk again.
So that's just a quick clip. Now, when you guys think of stem cells, what do you think of? What do you think of as soon as you hear stem cells? What are some of the things that comes to your mind?
Embryonic stem cells.
Okay. What else? Anybody else? That's one of the major controversies with as far as stem cells, and that's one thing that people automatically think of as embryonic stem cells and the controversy between the fetus and destroying the fetuses and things like that. But stem cells come from a number of different places, body tissues, and also umbilical cord blood as well. One of the big things, and the two broad types that I talk about in this speech are embryonic stem cells and adult stem cells, and where those come from. Now, embryonic is a given. That's from the fetus and from the embryos and different things that comes from. Adult stem cells come from tissues in the body, including bone marrow and different areas in the body of the tissue. The two cons, the pros and cons of embryonic stem cells. The pros are cells are very potent. They can change into different white blood cells and cells in the body, and so they're versatile as far as that goes. The cons for the embryonic stem cells is the controversy between pro-life people and as far as destroying the fetus. Adult stem cells, a variety of places they come from is the bone marrow, the cord blood, and peripheral blood as well. The pros of the adult stem cells is it ranks actually above embryonic stem cells as far as how plentiful they are in the system. But one of the cons is with adult stem cell research is it takes longer and it can destroy the bone. If you take it from a bone marrow, it can destroy the bone and weaken that bone. And with the peripheral blood, it takes longer for that to be harvested and given to the person. In conclusion, given the variety of, in just a few examples shared here, it is amazing that stem cells are able to change to any type of cell in our body. Seeing the pros and cons of each type of stem cell is amazing too. I have always thought the embryonic stem cells have been superior to any other stem cell. I was proven wrong on this point. Cancer and the treatment of it lies in multiple treatments and projects around the world. I have learned that not all stem cells come from embryonic stem sources. That the main and most important ones come from us, the adults. I have shared just a few little part of the big picture, and hope that whenever you hear the word stem cells, you just don't think of embryonic and the controversies given with that, but of the good that can come from the rest of the body and those tissues in the body. Thank you.